What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to attack pro style Madden defenses. Now, if you don't know what a pro style Madden defense is, basically this is what we call hybrid coverage. Hybrid coverage is essentially you're going to get a covered shell, whether it be cover 2, cover 3, or cover 4. Sometimes it might be a match variation of cover 4. Who am I fooling? Match is completely busted in Madden 24 right now. We're waiting on a patch, and underneath in their coverage we are going to see some different manipulations. You're not just going to see your standard hooks and purples or hooks and flats. You're going to see players making adjustments, individually taking players out of the play with an individual man up, lots of different tactics that they are going to utilize. So I want to talk today about how to deal with those hybrid coverages, and I think that this can help you guys out with a couple of different theories that will allow you to get players open against these exotic coverage looks. So before we do that, if you guys could do me a quick favor, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified of all the uploads. We upload 5 times a week here on the channel. And also drop a comment below to help push this video out in the algorithm. And of course, if you guys like this video, and of course, if you guys are looking for more elite Madden tutorial content, head over to my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. We are not even 1 month into Madden 24, and we already have out over 50 vault updates, keeping you on top of the top pro metas in the game and their counters, as well as 5 offensive and defensive game plans with more on the way. You guys also get access to our Discord server where you guys can communicate with other members of the Gridiron Gang and participate in our live lab sessions every week, where we take your questions on gameplay and content, stuff that may not be on the site yet, and we can give you answers for those. And a lot of times that actually ends up creating more vault content to help you guys keep aware of what players are doing. We have one of the most robust and active tips communities out there, so make sure you guys take advantage of that Discord. You guys can unlock everything on the website for $9.95. There is no better deal in Tips Madden, I promise you. All right, let's go ahead and talk about hybrid defenses in Madden. So a hybrid defense, like I mentioned earlier, is kind of a defense where you're gonna get a shell of some sort. So let's say right here we are calling a traditional bunch offense. I wanted to do this video out of bunch because I know a lot of you guys like to run bunch. And let's say that we're running our standard short side streak corner flat combo, which is a fan favorite every year, because we can use the streak to run off the coverage and throw the corner out in on the sideline wide open. Now, if you guys get stock zone coverage, such as cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, you guys can throw this all day long, but a good Madden player knows what they're doing, and they're gonna make some adjustments to their defense that is going to kind of confuse a lot of players. A lot of players are kind of dead if you just put somebody in man coverage on the route that they wanna throw, but still stay in your cover 3 zone. So let's take a look at this through a lens of, now this is what I would call a hybrid defense. This is in many ways what you would call cover 3 lock, where you have a man-to-man on the slot, but you're playing a cover 3 shell otherwise, and you kind of have 1 hook curl and 2 curl flats. But for all intents and purposes, it's cover 3 with 1 adjustment. Now, here's the thing about this. If we know whether you guys clip it mid-game, use your pause and look and find what the change is to the defense, or you're a streamer, or you have OBS and you slide the slider back about 10 seconds, so that way you can run the play, look over and see the feedback instantaneously. There are ways to check your film while you're playing Madden. And with this, once you find this tell, okay, they're manning up the point in my bunch, there are a couple different ways to attack this particular style of defense. And I like to call this, there's no real word for it, but I like to call it sacrificing. So sacrifice theory. And with sacrifice theory, what we're talking about is, okay, they're manning this guy up because they want to guard him. What is the best utility for this player within whatever offensive play I want to run? Now, I would argue sacrificing him is the best, because if he's going to be covered, shouldn't he basically take 2 players out of the play from the defense perspective? So let's go ahead and kind of show you this theory here. So I'm going to call a very similar route combo, but we know for a fact that they are basically neutralizing the point of the bunch, and then they're making this adjustment, right? If I wanted to run the same route combo, a streak corner flat combo, would we not be better off maybe running Hester as our streak and then having someone else on the corner? So in this case, we got kind of a little goofy S corner, and that'll work just fine. And then you just change your route combo like so. And in this case, if we're gonna run this, not only is the man associated with Devin Hester going to be run off of the coverage, but so will the zone, because he's got to defend anything deep in his area of the field as well. So now when we snap this ball, you've got Devin Hester sacrificing himself, which is going to open up the corner route, which is going to break in behind him. Now, of course, the pass rush got home, but you saw from a coverage perspective that we were able to basically say, okay, you want to man him up? We'll make him pointless. He's the pull route for our offense now. So he's going to run out, lead the charge. He's going to take his man and Richard Sherman down the field, which opens up a lot of green underneath here for us to hopefully get this corner route into the pattern, and we could have thrown this if we had had just about a half second longer. So that is one way that you could sacrifice your player here. Another way that you guys can sacrifice your player is by using a horizontal sacrifice. So in that example, that was just using them as a vertical pull route. Well, what if we wanted to run this as a horizontal stretch? So what I mean by this here is, let's say that we've got maybe a let me give you an example of maybe we run a hitch route or something. So again, here with this, we've got this guy manned up on Devin Hester, and then maybe they have someone else that they're playing in the flat. Well, you don't necessarily just have to run Devin Hester deep. If you were to take a look at maybe something like, for instance, this, we could go ahead and run basically whatever we want here, wheels, whatever. Tight end could run a crosser, a post, whatever it is that you decide you want with this. But in this situation, we're going to use Devin Hester to pull not only his man, but also to pull a curl flat or even a hard flat all the way out to the sideline, which is going to leave our player wide open here over the middle. And of course, DeMarcus Ware has other plans for our video today, but again, you see that this is an example where we once again sacrificed Devin Hester, made him obsolete, took his man out wide, and pulled the zone to the sideline, which opens up this void in the middle for us to throw the hitch. And of course, that would have been open as well. And of course, the list goes on with your sacrifice theory or these hybrid coverages. Let's go into say something like dollar or, dime 2-3 will here, this DB fire meta. You constantly see players that are going to do similar concepts here. So a lot of times when people will do this out of a cover 2 shell, they'll say, all right, well, I want to man up that point. He's the most dangerous player. He runs the corner routes. He runs the crosser route and verticals. And again, you see here in verticals, this is essentially what occurs, right? So if we were to snap this ball, we're getting screamed at off the left side. Of course, there are open areas of the field with this, but again, a lot of players like to man that guy up. That's why it shows bunch for this video. So in this situation, not only does he neutralize that, crossing route, but he also is going to do a fairly decent job if you run street corner flat of staying on the corner route so that you can't throw it as well behind a cover 2. So in this situation, you're kind of thinking to yourself, okay, well, what is the move here with this? Well, once again, it doesn't really matter what it is you're calling, but let's say that we go right back to like verticals. In this vertical situation here, we've got Devin Hester. We can run him off the line on a streak. And then we have this kind of delayed wheel route right in behind him. Not exactly the sexiest route combo, but you're going to see that Hester gets into his route, can pull the deep zone, and this allows us to throw this wheel route right in behind. Again, we are sacrificing Devin Hester. They're trying to neutralize him from the play. So let's go ahead and not only take his man out of the play, let's go find a zone to drive out of this play as well. And again, the same premise could be used. Let's say, for instance, they're playing, man on Hester here, and we want to use him as a horizontal sacrifice. Okay, well, let's go back to verticals. I think that's a really good example. So with this route combo here, you're going to see that we can pull the deep half safety to the inside. We're going to use a horizontal sacrifice of Devin Hester here, pulling his man and the flat zone out to the sideline. And then we're going to use Jerry Rice wheeling up out of the backfield for a nice easy throw down this sideline. So in this situation, we're using Devin Hester to pull the flat zone and keep him low in addition to his man. So if you can identify the player that is manned up on someone, you could use the player that has been manned up to take out more than one player on the play, because again, it is a hybrid defense. Now, of course, this gets a little bit deeper than what we are just breaking down here. This is same side man. In some cases, players are going to try to man up linebackers across the field on players. If you guys want more of that, make sure you guys head over to gridirongameplans.gg, where we take a look at all of these metas in our vault. We also break down beaters for coverages in our game plans, how to attack all these from all different lenses. But I hope that this video was helpful for you guys to at least kind of understand how you should go about starting to attack advanced defenses in Madden. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Always want to hear what you guys think of the content here on the channel. Again, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below, and check out Gridiron if you guys want more. We'll see you guys right back here tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab and good luck.